Hi everyone, welcome to LatinR 2025. Today I will be presenting MyOwnRobs, a cursor-style AI coding agent for RStudio. So let's get started. Since the beginning of LLMs, as an R developer, we've been using them mostly as a reference material, going to the chat interface, mainly on web browsers, to write a prompt to help with our R programming tasks, sometimes by adding error messages, some existing code, variable values, or whatever we thought would be useful for the LLM, and just copy pasting the output into our RStudio project. As a second iteration, some tools emerged that provided pre-built prompts for RStudio that were present as RStudio add-ins. So we just clicked on these different prompts and they run on our code. For example, for commenting code, creating unit tests, documenting, and so on. Then something useful that also came with these new tools were that they included the chat interface inside RStudio. So we just wrote our prompts inside RStudio and copy pasted the code from there. So no more going back and forth between RStudio and the web browser. However, for other IDEs, a next iteration appeared called an AI agent mode. In this example, we have VS Code with GitHub Copilot. The agent mode has a really impressive workflow. The user just types a command, for example, building a complete interface or whatever you can imagine, and the agent mode will iterate by reading if there is any existing code, making the changes the AI thinks would work for this task, and it keeps just iterating by itself until it thinks the task is complete. So we have all of the code built by an AI agent. Well, I would like to mention that this agent mode right now works, I would think, as a junior level programmer, but with good prompt engineering techniques, we can do magic with this agent coding workflows. So my question is, this was able since 2023 in Cursor. So I was like, why no one is building this for RStudio? So as nothing was happening, I had the idea to build it myself. So here's when I present MyOwnRobs. MyOwnRobs is an R package. It's already present in CRAN. So to install it, you have just to go to RStudio and type install.packages MyOwnRobs, and that's it. We also have a GitHub page. So here you can find the latest development version, and you have some more documentation, including the data privacy section. At MyOwnRobs, we have no need of storing any kind of private data, so something to mention there. So also, if you want and can contribute to the package, it's more than welcome. So feel free to check out our GitHub page. So let's take a look on how it works. Let's go to RStudio. If we already have installed MyOwnRobs, the package only have one exported function, which is called also MyOwnRobs. If we run it, it will open the AI agent. We can also find it in the add-ins section, MyOwnRobs. If we click it, it will open the agent. So we can select between the ask mode or the agent mode. Both of them will have access to the code inside your project. And the only difference is that the ask mode will output the text inside the chat interface, so you will have to copy paste it if you want inside your code, and the agent mode will automatically create files and edit your code. As I said, this edits your code, so be cautious about what you have, so it doesn't get overwritten if you don't want. Anyways, we have an undo all changes button that will go to the previous content it had before starting the MyOwnRobs session. So let's start with a simple example. So for example, with a professional Shiny app that explores the empty cars dataset, add some filters. First, present, upload, and then an exploratory table. So hit enter and it's working. As you can see, the AI already created an app.r file, so no iteration. It created the file with already the code it wanted. It asks if I want some further steps. For now, I will test it. As the add-ins run in the Shiny session, we have to close MyOwnRobs before running the Shiny app. So something I would recommend is when you install MyOwnRobs, go to the settings panel and add the keyboard shortcut Ctrl-M to open MyOwnRobs. So in this way, we can just close the MyOwnRobs. We run the app. As we can see, it's what we asked for. So suppose we want to add some more features. We close the Shiny app. We press Ctrl-M, and there we have. We are back to MyOwnRobs. So maybe add an export button feature. So it read the currently open file. And it's performing the suggested changes inside the file. It's writing the code we need. So okay, it says it run. We close the add-in, run the app again. And well, there we have it. It thought we wanted just to export the table, so it added here. We can always iterate. We press Ctrl-M and we can iterate, saying what we really wanted here. Okay, so how it works. MyOwnRobs, it's an R package, but it has a backend server. The R user writes in RStudio the prompt that they want the AI to work on. This prompt is sent to MyOwnRobs. MyOwnRobs decorates this prompt by adding some context information, some useful further prompt to send to the AI. So this decorated prompt gets sent to the selected LLM. The LLM replies to MyOwnRobs, and MyOwnRobs sends it back to RStudio. If the LLM decided that this task is complete, the output is shown to the user. But if the LLM requires some tools to run in RStudio, then RStudio runs these tools and sends the output back to MyOwnRobs. So it keeps iterating until it has a final output for the user. So something important to mention here is that we are currently working on a new version of MyOwnRobs where we don't need anymore the backend server. By using the Elmer package, RStudio can skip the MyOwnRobs server. It can just send the prompts directly to the LLMs. So that would be something good in case people don't trust the MyOwnRobs backend. So that's it. Thanks for being here in this talk. See you next year.